All right, we're here. We're back again on YouTube to make a new video about high value English. This is number 26. And this is kind of a review, but a little something new I think most of my students have trouble with, or it's rarely talked about, but I call this lesson the final have. And this is important because I believe the number one used word in English is have. We have so many different ways to use it that it can get confusing, of course, when you're listening and you have to, listen to a story or listen to a speaker and you have only one chance to hear it and understand it. And the word have is maybe used many times or used in a strange way. And you have to quickly understand, well, which one is it? So let's just do a whole review of all the different haves. So number one is, for example, I have a pen, which is a popular phrase here in Japan. I think it's in a textbook or something. I have a pen, I have a smartphone or something. This I call, in my hand or in my pocket. Something it's physically, I'm holding it, it's in my pocket, in my bag, something like that. The next one, we say, I have a sister or I have a friend. This one I call kind of a human connection. It could be other things too. I have a cat, I have a dog, so kind of a family connection, to someone. I have a doctor, I have a teacher. All of these things are human connections, I think. The next one, of course, we all know is, I have breakfast or coffee or, popcorn, at the movie theater. So this one, we all know, this one means, this one, eat, drink, or consume, something we take into our body. Yeah, why is that? I don't know why. That is strange. I'll try to make these a little bit easier to see here. Next one, what else do we have? Things that are, I call them intangible, like I have no time, or I have a day off, or I have vacation. So those are things that you can't touch, you can't hold. These are called intangible. So you cannot touch. It's an idea, or it's an idea you hold in your mind. Okay. Other things too, you might say, I have, let's say another example. So I have a cold or the flu, right? That means it's there, but you can't touch it, but it is there. All right. So there's so many different ones. There's also lots of different special cases. Let's see. My sister had a baby. That means a baby was born. There's other special types too. So, this is pretty troublesome for students, but unfortunately there's nothing you can do. You have to learn them. Now these are, I call them, these are the verb styles. Okay, so you can understand which have is it by the object that follows. I have a pen, that means in the hand. A human, that means I have a human connection. Something you eat, something you drink, or something, that's you can't touch it, it's intangible. Okay, but then now we got to go to the verb tenses. And so there's two I usually focus on for review is, for example, I have visited Canada, let's say 3 times. Okay, so now we have it's have plus, a verb in the past tense in this case. And so I have visited. So we know from past lessons this is the present perfect. And so I explain this by saying it's the past plus the present together, together. So I have visited. And even this one is case by case, because in this instance, it means I went there plus I remember it. So I have the memory. All right. Let's do a few more of these. Let's say I have broken my leg. Okay, so this one means two. So we can say it broke. Say my leg broke plus it is broken now. So it's changed. So from before until now it changed, and it's still broken now. Okay. Or it could mean also it is a memory. I have broken my leg. I have broken my leg. Yep, say that too. My leg broke plus I remember it. So in this case, it could be two different versions. It depends on the story. Okay, so verb tenses. Okay. It's called present perfect. All right. So yeah, I'm not going to do more examples of this because there is a whole video about this topic. And this is still just review. Another one, we'll just keep numbering them, might be, for example, I have to study English for my test. Okay, so now again, you have to this is also a have plus, we're here, have plus to a verb, plus a verb here. So again, you have to listen and understand immediately that this one means it is a, command, or I call it there's no choice. You must. I must do it. Or for example, my friend has to my friend has to practice piano. Right? So has to practice, we can know from listening, okay, that means that no option, no choice, he must do it. Okay, so that is the end of the review. So we have all those different verb styles that depend on the object that follows. You can understand, is it something you eat, something you hold in your hand, and then the other cases have plus a verb to understand, is this a memory, is this something changed, or is this have to verb to know it is a command or something that's no choice, no option. Okay, so now we're going to go to what now we have the final have, I think. So, and I don't really remember, I want to say I don't remember this being in a textbook so often, or usually my students are surprised to learn or see this style. But these are ones like, for example, I have my hair cut every month. Okay, now let's look at this. So here's the have. And we've got, well, I'm going to use colors. It'll help. So we've got have in red, the object here in purple, and then the main verb will be in green. Okay. Now what this one means is I don't or can't or don't want to do it myself. right? So in this case, yeah, it's difficult to cut your own hair, so I pay money to, someone to do it for me. All right. Yeah, you could say that too. I pay or request someone to do for me. Okay, let's do another one. So let's say I have, let's see, my BMW checked for any problems. Okay, so again, we'll put the purple. See, this is the set here. Okay, we'll say checked. That's the main verb. BMW is the object. And we got the have. Okay, so this one also, yeah, this one means I don't want to do it, or I shouldn't do it. I want a professional to do it. So that's what that means. BMW, we'll say the BMW company does it for me. Right? I think, yeah, you can understand that. Now, here's the tricky part. So let's say if we change it, though, to I have cut my hair every month. And let's add the colors. So still got red. Have is still the main verb, but now cut is switched with the object, and then hair comes after. Now this is I've cut my hair every month. Yeah, this is, I think, a different meaning. So this is now, again, this is that present perfect. So that means from before until now, and probably into the future, I have cut my hair. It sounds kind of I do it myself. So this is more of a, again, this is a timing message. Okay, so again, look at here. So I have my hair, the object, then the verb cut. If you switch it, I have cut my hair every month. Now, the one, yeah. Yep. Let's just change this one. Next we have, let's turn this off. I have checked my BMW for any problems. Okay, so again, we'll make these, this is the set we want. Have is red. Checked is the main verb. And then my BMW is the object. So yeah, look at, so the BMW and checked have switched. This again, this is the present perfect, which means from before and now and probably into the future, I check my BMW. I check my car. I DIY. I do it myself. All right. So this one is, yeah, very different meanings, very different messages. So I think you can see, I think for listening, this is really, you have to have a strong control of this final have, the final have, which is usually requesting or paying someone to do, for me. Right? And yeah, of course, let's just do more examples. Let's say my mother has her teeth cleaned twice a year by a very nice dentist. Okay, let's add the colors. So has, third person, has is red. Her teeth is what? Teeth is purple. And the main verb is green. Okay, so this one, yeah, of course, a dentist, everyone knows you don't, twice a year you go to the dentist and then they clean your teeth. Yeah, and also notice this by. So that I think there is kind of a passive tense kind of. It's in the family. It's in the area or yeah, family of the passive tense. So okay, but now let's change it to my mother has cleaned her teeth twice a year. Okay, and let's cut this part out. Let's take this out. Because this part actually, yeah, we know. So it's unnecessary to say. My mother has her teeth cleaned twice a year, finish, by a dentist. Now this version has her teeth clean. Let's take our time and go slowly. So green is the verb. This one is purple. This one is red. Okay, so again, this is that perfect tense, present perfect, meaning that my mother now and before cleans her teeth twice a year herself, only twice a year. So that's what it sounds like. She brushes her teeth twice a year, right? Which is, shocking and unbelievable. That sounds like humans, 1,000 years ago. I don't know. Okay. So, and all we've done is we've switched the teeth goes last and the verb goes second. So you've got three parts, 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. So I recommend, really having a good control of this style. These are things, you request of people. Just put some more out there. I have my dogs walked when I am super busy. Okay, so usually people do it themselves. They walk the dog themselves. Sometimes, I'm so busy, I pay someone to do it. Okay, my friend has her homework checked by her parents. Okay, so this one, the friend, my classmate or schoolmate, she requests the parents, please check it. There's no money, but it is a request by the parents. Okay, or yeah, my mother has the kitchen cleaned by me. Okay, so yeah, same pattern. It's tricky now, yeah. So this is always first. Object is purple, right? Yes. Right. Finally, the main verb. Okay. Now, we're not done yet. There still is another version that native people say, and we got to do it. We have to do it. It's one more. But absolutely, I recommend, you should have a strong control of this pattern. Has, item, and then main verb. Okay. But now let's go to another style. Let's say here. So, my mother has her computer fixed by my father. Okay. Go slowly. Let's just do it. Add the colors. So fixed is green. That's the verb. Computer is purple. Has is red. Okay. Now, yep. So this is the way. We've up to now we've done 3 parts: has, object, and the main verb. But now we have another style. We say it. We can also say, my mother has my father fix her computer. So we can scramble the pattern again. So now we're getting the let's say let's say A is the requester. Maybe A is maybe I want. We'll say B is I'll do it. C, should I do it by numbers? Let's see, do it by numbers. Okay. 3 we'll say is the object, and 4 is the main verb. Okay, so here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So we've got, we'll keep has in red. We'll say the verb is still green, and we'll say the object is still purple. And then we'll say the father is a new color. We'll make this this kind of brown. Okay. So these two sentences have the same meaning. These are the same. Okay, so has is there. We'll say 2 is the father. Oh, we'll actually, let's follow this pattern here. So we'll say 2. See if I can make this on one line. There we go. So 2 is the computer, 3 is the verb, and we'll say 4 is the new character. We'll move this down. Let's make it match. 1 is I want, 3, 2 is the object, 3 is the main verb. We'll say 4 is the I'll do it person. Yeah, let's just add the colors. Let's do it. So 4 is brown. Main verb is green. Object is purple, and the oh no, actually, yeah, 1 is always has. Have or has. Okay, so now these two sentences have the same meaning, same. So what happened was, well, so let's add it in. Now this one's orange. Maybe I can shrink this down too. So has 1, computer 2, and father is 4. Okay, so look at this. So 1 has stays the same. The person who will do it goes next, then the main verb, and then the object at the end. But notice one thing. In this pattern, the main verb has the past tense version or past participle. Okay? In this way, the main verb returns to the present tense or base style or base version. Okay, so yeah, that is the difference. And native people will say either one. Whatever is important to the story, my mother has her computer fixed by my father. Oh, whoops, my mother. I put that in. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Make it nice and clean. Okay, so whatever is important to the speaker, they might use the different pattern. My mother has her computer fixed. Or my mother has my father fix her computer. So it depends on the message of the speaker of what is the more important part of the story. All right, so we took some time there, but we'll just do one more version, and maybe we'll skip the colors because we got a strong example there. Let's see if I can do it. How about, I have, let's see, I have my guitar, let's say serviced. by, let's see, I have my guitar, let's say, attuned by my teacher. Okay, so no colors. Okay, so I have a guitar tuned by the teacher. Okay, so now what would be the other way to say it? You could say, I have my teacher. Please, I can't do it myself, or it's too difficult. Tune stays this base or present tense version. And then finally the object, my guitar. Okay, so again, these are both the same meaning, same message here, but two different ways to say it in this final have, usage, which I think is maybe rarely talked about in the textbook. I'll do one more. Let's see if I can make one. My wife has, let's say, dinner cooked by me every, let's say, Thursday. Let's see if we can get it on one line. Okay, so my wife, she's the requester, has, that's always, third person, has, and then the object dinner, the main verb cooked, and then who does it? Me. So we change it around to my wife has me. Then present tense, cook dinner every Thursday. Now, so again, these are the same meaning. Let's point out again that this verb cook, cooked versus cook. And then the object in this case is second. Over here it's last or fourth. And so this is a two different styles I recommend getting a sense of for the listening, for the sake of listening. Okay, so that's probably enough examples on this, but if you have any questions or your own examples, you can put them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.